Well, good evening to all three of you. As you know, I became aware of the film because you Instagram messaged me asking to review it. What was your process to reach out to critics and reviewers or just general movie lovers?
Yeah, absolutely. So I kind of spearheaded the marketing campaign when it comes to anything reviews or interview related. I started kind of a little bit more rigorous, and then I was thinking I may as well give people a chance if I'm able to get through them. And I started messaging people and cold messaged away. And thankfully, like you, I got a whole bunch of people that were down to watch an independent film that they'd never heard of and offer their time and film a review. Social media has been, I found, a really, really big help with that. Email, no one checks their email.
We didn't have a marketing budget. You hear about these crazy, big movie productions with like hundreds of millions of dollars. We're kind of relying on, good faith, word of mouth, and just trying to reach out to people like yourself and say, hey, we've got a film, we've got a wide release, and we would love to get people's thoughts and opinions on it.
What was the inspiration behind it? Was it because I kind of had Dawn of the Dead, Shaun of the Dead amalgamated?
The nexus of it, or the principal point of it, was what was something that we could do as an indie film that would be exciting. And to me, as an indie filmmaker and a zombie lover and a horror fan, horror and zombies seemed like a very good kind of first step. And once we had the zombie idea kind of pinned in, and we're like, okay, we're doing a zombie movie. Now we need to figure out how to make it somewhat different. Shaun of the Dead is one of my favorite zombie movies in terms of the characters and the way that they build that up. And there's like humor intertwined with realistic stakes and circumstances. Not all of us are equipped to deal with a zombie apocalypse, right? I think everyone thinks like, I know exactly what I would do in a zombie apocalypse, but you get there and the world's falling apart. And your solutions, I mean, half the time it's going to be crazed panic mixed with just like chaos, and that creates comedy. That was kind of the idea between this, was taking inspiration from all of those films, mixing it into a blender, and then trying to come up with something totally unique. And when we found the cosplay element, that was kind of our jumping off point to say, okay, this is how we can differentiate ourselves from all of those films that came before. So referencing them, pulling ideas from the different zombie movies or anything that the characters are doing where they are kind of throwing it back to those films. It wasn't just like a tongue-in-cheek, I'm referencing it. It's a in-world real example of what these characters would do given their likes, dislikes, passions, etc.